Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing. My words got slurred there. Did you hear that? Is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We're your hostesses, as always, Brooke and
Beck.
And here we are on this rainy Monday. It's very rainy outside.
Yes, it is.
I could have kept sleeping, and I think that's why.
Yeah, we got up a little bit later than I was intending because it was so nice. And Ella was just rolled over and snuggled with me when the alarm went off. And I was like, I don't want to get up now.
I know. I didn't want to get up either. I was so comfy. The rain definitely puts me to sleep.
It's good.
I don't know if you can tell.
This is good. Like hot chocolate or
reading.
Hot tea. Yes. Sitting in a little window seat.
It makes me not want to knit at all when y'all leave. It makes me just want to sit down and
read a good book. I always imagined I never had a window seat, but I always wanted one so I could sit in it and read and like close the curtains where no one would know I was there.
Yeah. But the rain tapping against the window.
Yeah.
That's funny. And I could put on some fireplace ambiance on this TV and sit down, light some candles, have a hot chalky, and read a book. That'd be nice.
Sounds nice.
You know what? We're done today.
That's it, guys.
Good show, everyone.
Enjoy your hot chocolate.
Under 2 minutes in, and that's all we have for you. That's funny. So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to have much to talk about today. I will say I did finish one thing, but we'll get there when we get there. We'll get there when we get there, Becky. Do you have any kind of haul?
No, I am reading some things. Do you want to talk about what we both did this weekend first, though?
I think we should talk about that. Why don't you go ahead and take it away?
So one of our coworkers, who also happens to be a fan of the show.
An avid listener.
Yes, she's an avid listener. And she even calls about shows or texts about shows. So she definitely is going to be listening to this episode when it comes out. We went to her wedding, and it was really nice. It was outside by a lake. It was beautiful.
Oh, I know.
A lot of our coworkers were there. And as a matter of fact, we all grabbed the biggest table at the reception.
I know. I ran in. I saw that table, and I was like, you know what? We're all sitting together.
Right. And we did. It was so nice. And the girls had a good time. Ella said it was her favorite wedding ever.
Yeah.
Which I hope doesn't offend any other friends of mine who may be listening whose wedding we may have gone to.
Right.
But she had a good time. She went out when they were doing the mosh pit at the end and did some dancing, in quotes. And she just had a good time.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't really planning on dancing at all, but another avid listener who I went with, I was her +1. She forced me to do the Cupid Shuffle and the Cha-Cha Slide. So when the video comes out of her wedding, I'm sorry.
Hey, you guys are doing a great job.
Oh no.
Ella had wanted to get up there and do that too, but she waited too long to tell me. I said, I think it's almost over, Elle. And we got up there and it was over. And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
But she enjoyed the mosh pit.
Yeah, that was funny. And he was like, when the beat drops, just go crazy. And then he was like, go crazy. And I was like, go crazy. But so yeah, I would like to apologize in advance for anybody who sees me doing the Cupid Shuffle on her video. It's gonna be a great video though. It was so pretty. I really liked that lake.
Yeah, the lake was
a really
beautiful.
Good backdrop.
It was.
And the inside where the reception was really pretty too. I like how I looked up on the wall and I was like, oh, they have their names on the wall up high. And then at one point, I guess it was during the it was either during the speeches or the first dance or something like that, I could see their names slightly shake, just barely.
Oh.
Like if you weren't looking, you weren't going to notice it in that moment. And I looked at the person I came with and I was like, oh, it's a projector. And she was like, well, what did you think it was? They thought they painted their names up there. I was like, well, no. I sort of thought it was a sticker.
Yeah.
But that makes so much more sense.
I didn't know how they had it up there either.
Yeah.
That's okay. I liked when they were saying their vows and the wind kind of blew a little bit. She had this little wisp of hair and it kind of blew in the wind. I said, oh, it's so romantic.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
It really was. It was really sweet. So congrats to you too. I loved that.
We had a good time.
It was fun.
Okay. So now you want to talk about book stuff, I guess?
I think we'll let you go first. Did you finish anything?
I haven't finished anything, but I did pick my Run Rose Run book back up, and I read 5 more chapters.
Proud of you.
So thank you. And well, I don't know what I want to say. It's starting to make more sense now as far as how is she in a hotel room when she's homeless?
Right.
She's singing every night, so she is making a little bit of money in her tip jars.
Yeah.
And she just paid for one night at a hotel. So I imagine unless she actually starts making money as an actual artist, like if she actually gets a contract or whatever, that perhaps she's in the hotel room because she's bought a night in the hotel like she just did.
Yeah.
So maybe that's how she did it. I don't know. But she is coming along, and she's getting noticed. People are talking about her. So we'll see where it's going after that.
Yeah. Where's she singing at?
She's in Nashville. So she's on Country Music Row or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay.
And all these bars have like live mic nights and stuff like that, so that aspiring musicians can come and play and get recognized, get noticed or whatever. And so she's been playing at 2 particular ones in the book. I don't know if these are real places on Music Row or not, but one's called the Cat's Paw, and the other is, I should probably know this one because this is the one where she actually meets the legendary singer-songwriter who takes her home, and then like she steals this lady's guitar and runs away.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that that's a spoiler.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you mentioned that last time either, but that's crazy.
But
the audacity.
So but the legendary singer-songwriter owns this particular bar where she was singing, and I can't remember the name of that one, but it's that one and the Cat's Paw are the 2 main ones that she's singing at. And so I don't know, everyone's talking about her. They call her the princess. I forget. I just read it last night. I didn't write it down. It was 2 P's, the princess something. And I can't think of what it's. Anyway, I can't remember, and I didn't write it down with me, and I didn't bring the book. So, but anyway, like she's getting recognized by locals that go to the bars, like they're there every night. They know who she is and stuff like that. So maybe she's going to get more recognition. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But I'm still in the 20s. I'm almost to chapter 30.
What is it again? It's like
96
chapters?
or something like that.
Yikes.
I can't wait to say I'm halfway through.
I know. You'll get there.
And I started to read the 3rd chapter of the Harry Potter last night that we're in, Prisoner of Azkaban. But Emma fell asleep within the first 5 minutes of reading, and I'm like, it's our favorite, so I'm not going to read it without her. So I closed it and didn't finish the 3rd chapter. And then I have another series that I'm listening to, and I think I talked about it last week, but I was partially wrong with what I was saying. So it's the Donita K. Paul series, the Dragon books, and I have 3 of them because the way I found them was I was searching for the girl who read Wait Till Helen Comes, because I like her voice.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I could listen to some more books that she reads.
Yeah.
And so I found those 3 books. It's actually a series of 5.
Oh.
Not 3. And the first book that I had found is actually the 2nd book in the series. And the way that I found this out was I was listening to it, and it's not like you can't understand the 2nd book without reading the first one, but they made references to another quest that they went on.
And you're like,
and it doesn't ruin anything. And, it doesn't, but I'm like, so is this not the first one then?
Right.
And so I looked it up and found that it was, in fact, not the first one. I was confused and thought it was the 3rd one, but Emma's like, it's the 2nd one, Mom. So I went back and started reading the first one today.
Okay.
So we were listening to the first one on the way down here, and I'm not far enough in the 2nd one where it's going to ruin anything for me to do that, so I'm reading the first one now, and then I'll start back with the 2nd one when I'm done.
Yeah.
The first one is actually Dragonspell.
Okay.
And then Dragonquest, which is the one I was reading.
Right.
Dragon Knight, Dragonfire, and then the last one is Dragon Light. She has another series called the Chiril Chronicles series, and they're also about dragons, apparently, because the first one in that one is called Dragons of Chiril, and then Dragons of the Valley.
Wow.
Dragons of the Watch. So yeah. So you might be interested in her books because you like dragons.
Yeah.
But it's Donita K. Paul is the author.
It's so funny. Every time I'm like, I do like dragons. And you know I like dragons. And I know I like dragons. Like I do. But if you were to ask me how many books that I've read that have dragons in them, I mean, barely any. Which is so weird. Because I have several dragon books upstairs. And it's like I find them and I'm like, okay, I want to buy that. And then I buy it and I just keep buying more and more and more. And I'm like, one day I'm going to start these fantasy books. And I can't wait. It's not going to be right now.
You're reading too many other things.
I know. So are they just, like, are you listening on Audible?
Scribd.
I don't know why. For some reason, I thought that series, the Dragonspell, Dragonquest, ... I thought they were, like, maybe just audiobooks for some reason.
I don't think so.
They're physical books,
I think
too,
so,
right?
yeah.
Gosh, dog.
Remy, am I in your way?
That scared me. I thought she was about to yank your headset right off your head. Yeah, so for some reason, I thought they were just audiobooks. I have no idea why. Nobody said that to me. I just made that up. Whatever.
Well, the first one she wrote in 2004.
Yeah.
And I know audiobooks has been a thing for a long time because when I was younger, my great aunt was blind. I mean, she could see, but she couldn't see to read.
Right.
So she would listen to books on tape.
Right.
So audiobooks have been around for a while, but
at least with cassette tapes.
Yeah. But I don't think that making a book only an audiobook has been a thing until recently.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much just an Audible thing right now.
Yeah.
Since Audible's, I guess in the lead of audiobook production.
Right.
So, yeah. I don't know what I was going to say.
I don't know.
No, those books do sound really good. I wish I liked, what's her name, the narrator?
Ellen. Hold on. It's Ellen or Helen? I'll find it real quick.
Take your time, really.
That's true. You can edit it.
Yeah. I don't have much else to talk about.
Ellen Grafton.
Okay. I wish I liked her voice. I don't know why.
She's read 40 titles.
Good for her. And I'm sure she does a great job. I do want to still read Wait Till Helen Comes, though,
Yeah.
by, can't think of her name.
What is her name? It's like 3 names, right?
Mary Downing Hahn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still do want to read Wait Till Helen Comes by Mary Downing Hahn, but I don't know. Sometimes I know when I start an audiobook right away that I'm not going to enjoy the narration, and I'm like, well, can't do it.
She reads the Canterbury Tales.
Aww.
I had to read that. I wasn't too impressed with the Canterbury Tales.
I don't think I've read that.
Anyway,
These
so
animals are wild.
So, what are you reading? What are you still reading? All your stuff you were reading?
So it's so funny to contradict last week because I had 5 books that I finished or something like that, and I have one that I finished this week. So, and I really haven't even been that busy because I didn't even finish editing the episode. So I'm going to have to finish editing the episode that was supposed to come out today once y'all leave before I can even edit this one. So I don't know what I've been doing with my time. It's not been listening to audiobooks and knitting. But I was going through my audiobooks that I want to listen to. And I know I told you about the book called Beautiful Little Fools by Jillian Cantor.
Mm-hmm.
How it expands on The Great Gatsby at the end. And how I completely spoiled The Great Gatsby also last week. I was asking people at work. I was taking a poll. I was like, okay, do you know how The Great Gatsby ends? And they were like, yes or no. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know. And most people knew.
Right.
One guy's answer was really funny, but I don't feel like I should say it just in case. But and then somebody else was like, well, so you're thinking of putting a recording in saying hey, just so you know, I'm about to spoil The Great Gatsby. And I'm like, yeah, I'll probably do that. Because I totally, without even, no seatbelts on or anything, I just completely spoiled the ending. And I think it's because I was reading the synopsis of Beautiful Little Fools, and it blatantly has how The Great Gatsby ends in the synopsis, and I didn't even think about it. I think my animals have the zoomies.
Right.
But, so I wanted to start Beautiful Little Fools by Jillian Cantor, and I had mentioned to you that I think I might read The Great Gatsby again before. That way it's like a continuation.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald,
Mm-hmm.
and I listened to the one on Audible that Jake Gyllenhaal narrates.
Right.
So that was really good. I always enjoy The Great Gatsby. I always give it 5 stars. It's always one of my favorites. I always enjoy it. But with that being said, I always feel like it's lacking something. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, I think it's why I like, and it's funny because The Great Gatsby is a great book. Like, people love it so very much, and it's so, I don't know if prolific's the right word, but it's just so popular. But I actually like the movie more
than the book.
Yeah, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right.
What was it, 2013? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
And it's not because of him, but he does do, I think, a perfectly great job of being Gatsby. But I think the movie gives you more insight to, like, their romance, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Because the book, they have some moments where they're talked about and how excited they are to see each other again and yada yada. But it really doesn't dive into their actual relationship very much. And I always feel like it's lacking a little bit.
So you're hoping that the second book is going to go into that?
So, leading up to my current, I did start, right after I finished The Great Gatsby, I did start Beautiful Little Fools.
Okay.
And I feel like it's flowing really well together. I definitely recommend, like, if you like The Great Gatsby and want more of The Great Gatsby, even if it's not actually Jay Gatsby, necessarily, I think you would really enjoy Beautiful Little Fools. But The Great Gatsby was written at a different time. So it was written by a man, it's narrated by a man, yada, yada, yada. So Beautiful Little Fools was written by a woman and is narrated by a woman. And some of the characters are altered a little bit to make it just a hair bit more feministic. So it's really enjoyable how it flows together. Just keep in mind when you start Beautiful Little Fools after finishing The Great Gatsby, it does take a second to realize such differences that you have to adjust to. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But I'm really enjoying it. Beautiful Little Fools by Jillian Cantor. I'm enjoying it a lot because I feel like that book is so far giving you more insight to everyone's relationships, a lot more than you unfortunately can ever get with The Great Gatsby.
Right.
Because Scott Fitzgerald's dead. So we'll never know.
I just had this memory of being in college. F. Scott Fitzgerald had a house in Montgomery, Alabama, where I went to school.
Oh.
And one of my friends in school was a writer, and she I think that was her major. She was an English major, and so she was doing a literature class, and she got recognized for her writing, and I went with her. I'm fairly sure that that's the correct memory, but we went to the F. Scott Fitzgerald house.
Yeah.
And they had like a whole thing at his house.
That's so cool.
And it's really cool. And I just thought about that when you were talking to him, when you said his name, it just flashed in my memory. Yeah. Hey, he's got a house in Montgomery. But it's a museum that you can go to and look around and stuff.
That's so cool.
Pretty cool. For anyone who is still friends with me in Montgomery and listens to the podcast, and you've never been to the F. Scott Fitzgerald house, you might want to go look at it. It's kind of cool.
That is so neat. I would like to do that. Let's go do that right now.
Well, at least I'm off tomorrow, but you have to work.
Yeah. See, I am technically reading something else.
Yes.
1 second. Please hold. So, you won't believe what I've done.
What have you done?
I started a Kindle book.
Really?
Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah.
Did you finish your other Kindle book?
We're not going to talk about that, Becky. No, I have not. And it's nothing against the Turn Up the Screw. I have no idea why I don't care about picking it back up. I was enjoying it just fine. I think I'm going to buy a physical copy. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's a timing thing. Every time that I was happening to read that on the Kindle, it was like dark outside and I was in a car and it was shaking and I just couldn't,
Right.
I just could not deal with that.
So,
I don't know.
So what are you reading now?
I'm something totally different. Please don't judge me. I'm reading a book called A Ruin of Roses. I don't know if I said that clearly. A Ruin of Roses by K.F. Breene. And it's something.
What does that mean? What is it about?
So I would say, and I don't know if it says it in the synopsis or not, but I would say that this is a pretty accurate Beauty and the Beast retelling. Like, I don't know if I know I've mentioned it to you before, but I know you haven't read the A Court of Thorns and Roses series.
Right.
But that's always labeled as a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And I'm always like, yes, but very loosely. Extremely loose. Because there's like, she gets taken away from her village to pay for like trespassing or murdering an animal in the woods, blah, blah, blah. So he comes and takes her away. That's like the only thing that happens that is qualifies as like the Beauty and the Beast retelling, quote unquote. The rest of it is like its own thing, which is fine, and it's a fun story. But I think this would be, don't get too excited, by the way. I think this is a good, quote unquote, Beauty and the Beast retelling, but it is not for kids. At all.
Not for tots.
Not for tots whatsoever. And I didn't realize that when I was going in. And then something happened, and I was like, whoa. Holy moly. But it's about this world, this fantasy world. And I think it's technically our current world, except something happened and they don't have electricity. And it's like further in the future, and so normal humans have basically all died off. And there's a bunch of magical creatures that run this kingdom. But this girl is stuck in this village with her family, and she's like the sole provider of her family, basically. Her and her older brother are like trying to take care of their younger kids and their dying father. And she's created this like elixir that's supposed to prolong the effects of this curse that I think he's a demon king, is what they keep saying, has inflicted on all of the kingdom. So she goes into this forest when she has to. She doesn't want to, because there's this beast in the forest that will kill you if you're caught trespassing and stealing. And so she goes, she takes what she needs so that she can try to help her father continue living. And she gets back. They do all that. They put the elixir together and everything. And then he comes and finds her, the beast, and takes her away. And it's pretty entertaining so far. I guess a couple things that I would maybe change about it. Nobody's asking, but if I had to change anything about this story, it would probably be how intensely inappropriate it is. Like, you read it and, like, you're gonna blush. Like, like, should I not be reading this? And she also does this thing, the main character, she does this thing where it's like almost breaks the fourth wall, but she, like, will turn to the camera and like, oh no, folks, we're in a predicament here. And she explains that it's some kind of thing she just does to entertain herself ever since she was a kid. And, like, they live in, like, in poverty in this village, so, like, okay, she's had to make up something to keep her mind busy. I don't know, but it's a little cheesy. But so far, it's okay. It's pretty good so far. Those are the only two things, really, I would change. Like, I don't know. It's good. If you were a fan of A Court of Thorns and Roses, you might like it. You probably would like it, but it is much more intense than A Court of Thorns and Roses is.
Just be prepared.
Yeah. And there's a lot of language in it as well. I mean, like, left and right, like sailors, every other word in the conversation. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, I get it. But I think that their actual romance and relationship is going to be fun to read about. So I'm sticking with it so far. I think I had downloaded it because something said that it was a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And I was like, okay, that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the first chapter. I was like, oh, oh my. But so technically I am reading that. Please don't judge me. Everyone. Hey, Mom. Anyway.
Don't read it, Mom. Don't read it.
Oh, good grief, no. Good grief, no. That's all I'm reading.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't finished knitting anything either. So, the sweater I'm making,
Mm-hmm.
I need to text the purchaser of the sweater because I'm gonna need like at least another ball of that yarn, and I'm not gonna charge them for it. But I went to order it, and they don't have it. It's like out of stock.
Oh no.
And I'm like, and I know they're gonna get it back. They just have to make more. But I don't know if
You don't know when it's going to be ready now.
right, like I don't know, and I don't know if he like wants a refund, and I could like find some other yarn from somewhere else, maybe make a sweater. I don't know. I just need to text him. I'm concerned. I'm concerned, but I would have been able to probably finish that this week though, if I had the yarn. I'm gonna kick your blanket to the side.
That's okay.
And I'm going to try a new technique, and I'm gonna knit. It's called corner to corner, and that's how I'm gonna do my grandmother's blanket. So I'm gonna start off with this little tiny corner, and it's gonna grow and grow and grow and grow and grow
Okay.
until I get to. I'm gonna do a rectangle, so I'm not gonna do a square, which they go over in the video. So at one point, I'm gonna have to just start decreasing back again until it becomes a rectangle. I think it's gonna work out fine. I need to start that. That thing says it's sleeting outside.
Huh.
I don't believe it. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, we could look, but all the curtains are closed, so
Yeah, I'm antisocial.
it's okay.
Is it my blinds wide open?
The girls and I went driving in a small town. We've been there before, but it's actually on the way. It's between you and me, and it's so little, like you could drive right through it, never know you went through it. You might want to cut that
Yeah,
out
I'll cut that out.
because it's in between us, and we don't really want people to.
All right. At this point, I know what it is, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Don't want to make it too easy for people.
I know, right?
But she likes going to like small towns.
Yeah,
And just, I always wanted to be from a small town.
me too.
But then when I visit my grandmother, I'm thinking maybe being in a small town's not that great because the gossip.
Oh yeah.
Woo! The gossip train. Anyway, so we went driving and we went down this one road. I forget why we went down. There's a Christmas tree farm down there, I think. And we just went down there and I said, let's just turn back around. So we went down this driveway. It said open house. So I was
Oh,
like, so people don't live here, so they won't like come out with a gun and shoot us.
right.
And I said, oh, this driveway is what Brooke wants. This is
Yeah,
Brooke's driveway.
That's
It
right.
had trees. You couldn't really see the house too much. But then when you got through the trees, they had this nice big yard.
Oh my
They had like
gosh.
this, I don't know if it's a barn or if it's a garage, but it was detached from the house and it was long and it looked like you could put a lot of stuff in there. And I was like, oh, I could live here.
Yeah, you could.
It was 5 acres,
Oh,
I
that's
think.
nice.
Yeah, it's a good size.
I like that. I love long, secluded driveways.
Yeah.
There's something magical about it. That's funny. I can't believe I said the name of the town. At this point in time, though, you'll not know what I said. Ha 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 ha. Because I'll have cut it out. I always see that name when I'm driving home,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never gone there. But I always think, oh, that's so cute. What a cute little name.
I never even,
Must have just missed it.
we went there, the first time we went was actually before we ever started the podcast.
Oh, okay.
And then I never even realized that it was on the way here, but we had to take a detour a couple weeks ago because they were doing some work on the main road.
Mm-hmm.
It took us right through there.
Oh, cool.
And I said, what? It's right here?
yeah.
And where it brought me back out, I had actually wanted to drive down there before, but I was afraid of getting lost.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is what's on this road. Okay. So it was kind of neat. It was kind of cool to do a little more exploring.
Yeah, that is really cool. So I don't know if you've said anything yet. Did you see my tree?
I did. It's very pretty. Emma said something to me when I
Yes.
was in the bathroom.
Oh, wow. I know she said something to me too. I got excited. Sorry. I know. She came in. She was like, "Oh, I heard her just say she's so pretty." That's what I thought she said,
Mhm.
and so I thought she was talking to Pumpkin or talking about Pumpkin, and I was like, "Oh, that was nice." She was like, "No, I'm talking about your tree," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then she said I was pretty. It was a whole nice little conversation. Um, but yeah, I got my tree up.
It
I
looks
don't-
very nice.
I don't even think I feel like putting up actual decorations on it.
That's funny because I was sitting here looking at it. I was thinking how pretty it looked, and I was studying it, and I was like, "There's no ornaments on this tree."
Yeah. It's got a topper, but that's about it. Well, it's just so like it's already so busy looking.
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's very pretty. I mean, you don't have to hang ornaments.
Yeah, I might not.
It's less work.
Yeah, honestly, it's just me being lazy. Like I don't mind hanging ornaments, but
But then you got to take them down.
I know, and I didn't already have to put the lights up because it's already pre-lit.
Yeah.
You know?
Our cats, I'm wanting to kill somebody. They keep taking the garland off the tree. They keep drinking all the water out of it. I'm like, you guys have fresh, clean water in nice little bowls. Why do you have to drink the water out of the tree?
Yeah.
It was
'cause
bone
it's a
dry
real
this
water.
Yeah.
Or a real tree.
It was bone dry this morning. I'm like, we're going to kill the tree.
Yeah.
It's going to die. It's going to catch on fire. It's going to be a thing.
Oh
Stupid
my gosh.
cats. I found ornaments down the hall. I'm like, wasn't this on the tree? Why is this in the hallway?
Yeah. This is not where this is supposed
The
to be.
3 adult cats.
They just sit back and watch. They're like,
Yeah,
good kids.
I mean, they never.
Good kitties.
They did try to play with the ornaments on the very bottom of the tree. So I don't hang ornaments on the very bottom of the tree. But these kittens, I think they climb it. I don't know what they're doing. I'm surprised it's not falling over the floor while we were gone.
Yeah.
Honestly. There are 5 of them if we haven't ever mentioned that before. I know we have.
I don't know if you've heard, but they've got a lot of cats.
And they like to do stuff together
Yeah, I'm sure.
as a horde.
Yeah. I was thinking pack,
Yes.
but horde might be more accurate.
When you hear them running, my house is not big,
Yeah.
but when you hear them running from one end of the house to the other,
And they all get the zoomies.
yes. And my bedroom door is broken,
Mm.
so you have to push it to close it, like it doesn't close.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know who did it, but when they came down the hall and the door was closed, they wanted in because I was in my room. So they just started throwing themselves against the door like thump.
Like little lunatics.
And I'm like in the bed going, why are they who's throwing themselves against the door?
Yeah.
And they kept thumping. And I thought, there's no way they're going to get the door pushed back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pushed the door open.
Oh my gosh.
Came running in.
Oh, willy-nilly.
You guys are killing me. You're driving
Yeah.
me bonkers. Clean clothes out of the linen closet in the floor. I'm like, guys, I just washed these.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait to get my front yard fenced in so I can kick them out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to make them be out all the time,
Right.
but just enough that they can get all that energy out in the outdoors. Maybe do some bathroom breaks outside.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about such a mess in the house. Yeah, that's a life goal right there.
Life goal. Kick your kittens out. That's
Oh
funny.
my gosh, they're driving me crazy. Yeah, so I think what started me on that was be thankful you don't have stuff on your tree that pumpkin can knock off and drag around the house.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx it, but luckily, so far, she just likes to lay underneath it. Although whatever she did, she got her collar popped off. So it's just sitting up under the tree. I don't know what she did to do that.
Yeah.
But she so far just likes to kind of lay up under it for a little bit and then that's it.
We can't keep collars on our cats either. Ella said pumpkin is getting coal for Christmas.
Yeah, she is. I think I want to get Ranger a new dog bed. Don't tell him.
It'll be our secret.
Yeah. I don't know what I want to get Remy. Probably some more toys. They need more toys, clearly. So,
Well, Ranger chewed up half of them.
yeah. That's her favorite one. That is Remy's favorite toy. And the second he realized it was her favorite toy, now it's his favorite toy.
He's so jealous. Ella wants to know, do you get your bird a gift?
Well, this will be my bird's first Christmas with me. I might get him something to hang up in there. He had a little rope thing that hung, and he would play with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he chewed through where it was tied around
The
the
cage?
thing. And so it fell to the bottom, and we haven't put it back up because we're lazy. So, but yeah. So here's some fun stuff. I have prices for our merchandises.
All right.
So I'm just going to read what the product is and then the total price because my mother so kindly sent me this sheet where it has the item, the cost of the item, and then the tax, and then the shipping. But I'm not going to say all that. I'm just going to read the total of what you would pay if you want this. Okay? So a mouse pad is $10.79. A set of stickers with our cute little logo is going to be $6.49. A magnet, which I have my magnet on the fridge, is $10.47. An ornament, yes, we have Christmas ornaments, so get with it, guys. It's $21.61. A tote bag, which I love the tote bag. I love putting yarn in the tote bag. That is $15.65. The notebook, which I also really love the notebook, is $17.81. Some colored t-shirts will be $32.93. Black and white t-shirts will be $14.59. And that's all we've got on the sheet. There was like two other sheets on this little download thing that she sent me, but those are blank. So I guess it just by default sent those. But yeah, I know they might not be the most ideal prices, everybody, but what can we do? Starting off small, they're going to be a little pricey.
Right.
But I think they're great gifts.
When we can get our own production
I know, right?
area and mass produce,
Right.
then the prices will be better.
Exactly. When we become filthy rich, everyone, you'll be able to afford the t-shirts a little bit better.
I think I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket.
I think you should.
Just kidding, sis.
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 Just kidding, sis. You don't have a name on this episode, but I just edited it out. Silly us. Man, I really want to get that knitting done. I keep really wanting to pick up a physical book. I keep wanting to like pick up The Stand by Stephen King, and then I'm like, no, I think I want to pick up this fantasy book, the really big one I have, Priory of the Orange Tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, I think I want to read this really tiny book because it looks really fun.
Ooh.
But I can't until I'm done.
I need to put down my dragon book when I'm in the car with the girls and put on that cozy mystery book. Remember that cozy mystery series we were listening to?
Yeah, by
Karen McInerney.
Yeah, the name that I could never get right.
I think Fatal Frost. No, did we read Fatal Frost? I didn't tell you to start playing.
Scribd does that. Have you noticed that? You'll click onto it and it'll just start playing.
Where are my saved books? I hate being where my eyes are like they don't work right how I want them to work. Yeah, we read
the coffee one. I can never remember what it's actually called. I just know it's got coffee beans or something on the front.
We read the Halloween one.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Witch's Brew or something.
Yeah. McInerney. How do you spell McInerney?
MACIN.
Thank you. Found it.
Ernie.
Mistletoe Murder is the name of it.
Oh, that's a Christmas cozy mystery.
Yes.
Perfect time.
Yes.
I love that. I had downloaded a Thanksgiving cozy mystery.
Yeah.
But I never got to it until after Thanksgiving had passed. So I'm like, well, this is kind of, maybe I'll listen to it, but I probably won't until next year.
I have it on Scribd. So I need to start that because it's almost Christmas.
Yeah. I love that.
We might start it on Wednesday because I'm really interested in my dragon book right now.
Yeah. Stick with what you're super interested in. Don't force it, Becky. Don't force it.
Listen, I got a lot of books going right now. I'm kind of proud of myself.
I know. You are really holding this episode together. Last week I had like 82 things to talk about, and now I'm like, well.
That's cool. Okay. They need a short one every now and again.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes we just talk and talk.
And talk and talk and talk.
Emma goes, what did you do for 3 hours?
Yeah. You know, we don't even know. I know. I kind of want to like look up some interesting like Christmassy books.
Mm-hmm. Maybe some Halloween Christmas.
Yeah.
Like scary. Spooky Christmas.
That's the word.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And I was like, Halloween. I knew what you meant, but that's funny. So yeah, I think we should do a Christmas. I mean, you said this originally, but I'm just saying it now. We should do a Christmas book tag.
Yeah.
So that would be fun. I think I'll probably just look one up instead of making one, just because
it'll be easier.
It might be easier.
Yeah.
Than the challenges I put on myself. So.
But that was a fun book tag. You
That
did a good job.
We did talk about a lot of books.
Yeah, we did. I think we should do that for next week.
Next week? Yeah.
Hold on. What's the date for next week?
The 12th, and it'll come out the 19th.
Yeah.
And that'll be a week before Christmas. And then we'll record. Oh, no, we won't. We're probably not going to record on Christmas.
No.
Day. So.
It'll be the day after Christmas, but probably not. The 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably won't record that day.
What should we do? Should we just do... We should do a normal episode next week.
And then the book tag?
A normal episode...
Oh, yeah, because there's the 12th and then the 19th.
No, normal episode the 12th, so that'll come out the 19th. And then on the 19th, record the book tag, and that'll come out on Christmas Day.
Right.
Christmas, yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
The day after Christmas. That way.
And that means there won't be a podcast coming out on the 2nd because we won't record on the 26th.
That's what I was getting at. So we should maybe think of something and double up if we can.
We can try.
If not, we can just, it'll be okay, everyone.
Calm down.
Yeah, no, everybody relax. It'll be, you hear the bird in there? The bird is not relaxed. Yeah. There might just not be an episode on the 2nd. Okay, everyone, on January 2nd. Oh my gosh, it's almost January.
I know.
There might not be an episode. I gotta get my yarn for the blanket.
I've got to get some presents mailed out this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might mail them out tomorrow, maybe.
Exciting.
I kind of feel bad in a way because I'm pretty sure I told her I was crocheting Christmas gifts for everyone. And when I texted her and asked her for her address so I could mail them their Christmas presents, she starts telling me what the kids are all interested in. And I'm like, now, I mean, do I need to buy Play-Doh now? Like, the whole reason I was crocheting
Right.
is because, well, more than one reason.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cheaper
Right.
and it's literally from me.
Right. You literally put your time and effort in and
Right.
made them something.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she starts sending me their list. And then she asked what the girls want. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting them to get the girls anything. They're my godchildren.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to send them something for Christmas.
Right.
And I'm like, I wasn't expecting anything for the girls. And now I'm like, and Emma's like, you shouldn't feel bad because you made them something. But I feel like she's expecting something more than just a crocheted ornament now.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it. You could crochet some Play-Doh containers.
So I'm done with it.
You could crochet like a splatted Play-Doh.
I'm pretty sure a Play-Doh cup is beyond my comprehension of what I can. It's not going to look very. I could probably do it, but it ain't going to look pretty.
I wouldn't worry about it too much anyway. Because, I mean, people are busy in the holiday seasons. You probably told them, and they probably just slipped their mind, maybe. So, I wouldn't worry.
I've really been, like, back and forth with
thinking about this too much.
Yeah. Probably have been thinking about it, overthinking it. I'm just like, should I send them money too? Because they also, anytime I give them money, they put it into a savings account for them. Like all 3 babies have accounts. And that's really cool that they're doing that because they're thinking about like their college or different things that they can use money for when they're older, when they're grown. And so I'm like, well, what if I don't get them Play-Doh? What if I just send them $5 a piece, which isn't a lot of money, but I'm thinking about the price of shipping 5 ornaments up north.
Yeah.
And
is it Ohio?
No, she doesn't live in Ohio. Edit that out.
I didn't think I caught it. I keep like accidentally like doing this weird burp thing. I'm like, oh gosh, did it hear me? Anyway, I have had to edit that out once. Like when after I took like a sip of my drink or something, it just sort of settled funny, and like I heard it, and I was like, oh, hope nobody else hears that.
Oh goodness, no, they live. It's not. They don't live in Maryland. I want to say, is it West Virginia?
Ooh, I love West Virginia.
No, I haven't said their name. It's not like it. They live at 135.
At 123, living your best life boulevard.
No, I think they were going to move to Kentucky, but they didn't.
Ooh, Kentucky.
Yeah, he was supposed to get a job promotion, and maybe he still did, and maybe they're still going to move, but I don't think they have. I don't think they're. Anyway, West Virginia maybe, or Virginia. Maybe it's Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia's nice too.
But anyway, so yeah, it's up there, I don't know how much shipping's going to be. So I've been thinking maybe just sending them $5 a piece.
Yeah.
It's just 3 babies. It's $15 extra. I mean, I don't guess it'll kill me.
It probably won't.
Yeah.
But that's up to you. Like, if you told them about the crocheting, honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about it because it'd probably just slip their mind. You don't know. I hear you, Birdie.
Anyway, well, that's all I have. Do you have anything?
No, I think that's it. I think, let me think. Just hear the bird. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Nobody judge me for what I'm reading. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least it's not a movie.
And I would not watch it. And that says a lot. That completely says a lot, doesn't it?
I always wonder. I'm sorry, I know we said we're done, but I always wonder, like when people write stuff like that, do they ever think about what their parents or siblings would, or grandparents,
I know.
like if they read or watched what like, do they proudly go to their parents? You have to see my movie.
You gotta pre-order my book and read it.
You've got to read it. It's great.
Tell me what you think.
And then here's Mom.
Horrified. Yeah.
Like,
I know. I thought about that last night when I was sitting in bed. I was like reading, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And you know what? She's got published books, a whole book series. Good for her. I'm reading it, so obviously it's doing something. But I couldn't imagine. I would be beat red all the time.
If I wrote some of the stuff I have read, I would never tell my parents about it.
Get an author name.
Yeah, don't Google me.
Yeah, don't you do it.
Only read the books I approve.
Yeah.
I will give you your free copy of what I want you to read. Like, which leads me to wonder, like, people who post for Playboy.
Right.
Like, what if your dad reads Playboy?
I know.
And you're posing for Playboy, and he's like, oh, my eyes, I have to gouge them out.
Yeah.
Like,
I have to stab myself in the pupils now. Yeah. Wow, this episode took a turn in the end, didn't it?
not that we're judging you.
But
I'm
imagine,
just wondering.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just wondering what your parents think.
And like, you wouldn't necessarily know if your father reads
Right.
Playboy magazine.
He's not going to proudly say, hey, look what I got at the store.
Oh gosh. The horror. The absolute horror.
Okay, I'm done.
Should I mark this episode as explicit? That's an option when I'm uploading it at the bottom. It's like, this episode contains explicit content, and I either check it or I don't. Most of the time, I never check it. I don't know. We've said the word Playboy. I feel like I might need to. If your kids weren't in the room, maybe I would have said what else was in the book, but not gonna. All right, signing off.
Okay. Well, that being said, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Maybe you should cut out the Playboy part because I don't want you to have to list that in the show notes.
Oh, I'm not. Just so you know, last 5 minutes takes a turn.
We're so funny.
Yeah,
okay.
no, we are. Absolutely hilarious.
Okay, everyone. Check out the show notes in case you were interested in any of the books we talked about. Scribd has this really cool thing where you can make lists. So if you hear a name that you like, you can search up the author and you can make a list of the author's name. So if that's ever something you're interested in, like you hear us talk about an author and you might be interested, you can do that. Does Audible do the same thing, Brooke?
I think so. I know you can make a wish list. I think you can make your own personalized list as well.
Okay.
So
So if you listen to Audible rather than Scribd, you can make a list on there. But I just think that's really cool that you can make lists and you can go in and you can check stuff and you can search for more books by the same author, or even how I found the books. You can search by the narrator, what they've narrated.
Yeah, I like that on Scribd.
Yeah.
You can just click on their name. You like how I'm clicking there.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So check out the show notes so that if you're interested in any of the books we talked about, you can go find them, of course, and read them, but you can also search their names and find more stuff by them if you enjoy it. Check out Sideways Sheriff, of course. He's still our main sponsor. And check out our products. The pictures are on Facebook. The prices are not, but we talked about.
You sound like me.
We did talk about the prices today, so maybe we'll put some pricing up later on our Instagram and Facebook pages. We just have to actually remember to do it.
Yeah.
Me. So check that out if you're interested. They are kind of pricey for now, but if we get more listeners and more patrons, I guess, people buying our products, then maybe we'll be able to produce more and cut the costs on that, which is, of course, a goal that we have. We have a major, huge end goal, of course, because we want this to be our business. So hopefully someone out there will help support us or just give us money. Just kidding.
We take donations. I'm not kidding.
But this being the holiday season, I hope that you're enjoying your holidays, except for our friend from last night who apparently does not want to say Merry Christmas until Christmas Day. I hope you're still enjoying the holidays. Well, I didn't say her name.
I know. Well, she's going to know.
I love you. She lives right down the street from me, so I have to be careful, too.
Yeah. That's funny.
She'll come find me. The girls really liked her.
She's funny.
Yeah, she's great.
She's a quirky character.
We love her. So happy holidays, whichever holiday you're currently celebrating, because there's a lot of them right now.
Yeah.
Just crammed in at the end of the year. And Kindred Spirits, we appreciate you for listening, as always. Kindred Spirits are not so scarce as I used to think. It's splendid to know there are so many of you in the world. Thank you, and until next time, stay happily booked.